I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite
podcast
on the Citadel.
You are listening to Andromenerds episode 22. We recorded before the Thursday news blowout, so stick around for next week's show as we get into that. But this week, we get our most heavily edited show, where I get really angry, and Tucker is himself. But if you want more stuff on Thursday stuff, you should go to our channels. They're on the screen. We have stuff on them. Let's have the bird take us in. Welcome to Andromenerds, the #1 Mass Effect podcast on the internet.
In the world.
You were a bit late there.
Do you want me to wait for you to say that, or just like, if you don't say it, just go?
The waiting helps because I just forgot it then.
By the way, are we still the #1 Mass Effect podcast on the internet? I don't want to check.
Yes. I haven't, like, I'm usually in the know, and I haven't seen one that's bigger. There's a few small ones that have popped up probably as a result of us doing this podcast, but nothing
awesome.
that is
More
nearly
podcasts.
competent.
It's alright, only gets 1,000 views on mine, I know.
Yeah, but all of us combined is like 7,000.
All of us combined is Captain Planet.
Dang it. I don't know how to stitch this together. Okay. My name is Minius of Minius GC, and with me are my co-hosts, Tucker from MassEffectFollower. Holy shit. Tucker, where are you?
Tucker, you knob.
You have to
Wait.
say something.
I just realized I was muted.
Fucking shit.
For about 2 minutes, I was muted.
How long?
I was having conversations with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Were they good ones?
I don't know.
Well, that's great. The one and only BioFan.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
I'm glad you weren't muted.
I am very unmuted.
Way to be prepared.
I am prepared and present and on board and somewhat organized. Let's go.
All right, and also
There's
the
a Hispanic Mass Effect podcast.
Tucker, do you have your pants on now?
Yes, I do.
Good.
All right. one item of clothing on. That's good.
#1 Mass Effect podcast in English in the world.
And also the audacious AbilityDrain.
Right?
Is that better?
Yeah, that'll do.
Well, I'm going to keep on coming up with something until you like it. Or I'm going back to the eloquent AbilityDrain because I think that's funny.
I liked eloquent. That was fun.
By the way, you might notice that we've had guest hosts on the last couple weeks. We like bringing people from the community on. They are guest hosts, though. They can't come on every week, even though we'll try to get people back on when they can get back on, and we will bring more people from the Mass Effect community because the Mass Effect community is awesome. I think you'll agree with that. We want to share this podcast with as many people as possible. Sentiments, right?
Silence.
Yay.
Okay.
Yahoo!
We are off today.
You can
Andromenerds.
just cut all of the silence out. it'd be fine.
We might have to start over. Andromenerds
Nah.
posts every week, Mondays at 10 a.m. Hawaiian, noon Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, and 8 at night in the UK. If you want to contribute to this show with a question or topic suggestion, you should email us at andromenerds@gmail.com. We're going to test something today. There is going to be a sound when BioFan has a graphic with information on it. So you can be doing whatever you're doing, and then you'll hear this sound, which I don't know what the sound is because I don't select it and BioFan hasn't picked it out. But that means that there is a graphic up, and why are we doing that?
Because a lot of our wonderful listeners choose to listen to our podcast kind of in the background, maybe like while they're at work or while they're playing multiplayer or just kind of doing homework or something. And so whenever we talk about a topic, if it's news related, it's almost a week. It's like 6 days between recording and when we put it up. So oftentimes there'll be kind of an update on things we're talking about that we wouldn't have known while we were recording. So if you're just listening to the audio, you won't see, I put up little like updates on things. So if, like, for example, last week with the EA Access and Origin Access stuff, I put up on the screen updates on information that came out after we recorded, but a lot of people didn't notice that. So I think if we do little, like, nice little light sound effect, it'll know, like, hey, go check out what's on the screen because there's an update on this. So for those that like to be in the know...
All right, so we're giving this a try.
We're giving it a try. Let us know what you think about it in the comments.
Let us know what you think. Is it distracting or is it helpful? So today we're going to talk about hype and overhype and expectations. And when we came up with this topic, I think BioFan and I had completely different ideas. So I'm going to let BioFan go first, and I'm going to not cut him off before he finishes.
Whoa.
It's going to be new.
Wow. Wow.
When you're talking about BioFan, or talking about BioFan talking about BioFan, when you're talking about overhype, what do you mean specifically?
So I've seen a lot of, just in my feeds and comments, and this may not be at all any of the people listening to this podcast. It may be those random people that will occasionally see a video of mine and comment, but don't really follow me that heavily, that will often ask me, like, where's Liara? Or will ask me things that will just kind of assume that the story of Mass Effect Andromeda will carry pretty similar aspects as other games in the trilogy. Like, there's a lot of people that think this isn't really a spin-off, but it's a new story, and it's not Mass Effect 4, and it's not Mass Effect 3 Andromeda Edition. It's Mass Effect Andromeda. It's a new spin-off going in a different direction. Like, a lot of times I see a lot of people thinking that PB is going to be the exact same as Liara, just the Andromeda version of Liara. Or, for example, Vetra is going to be the female Garrus. When it's a new story, in terms of narrative and fiction, you don't repeat yourself like that. That's really cheap. This is a AAA title. They're not going to do that. They're going to be totally new characters that you get the chance to fall in love with and like, but they're just because PB's an Asari doesn't mean she's going to be like Liara. She's supposedly the exact opposite of Liara. Or Vetra, who we know almost nothing about, is probably not going to be like Garrus at all. So just kind of, I see a lot of those expectations from a lot of people, and I hope that those expectations don't kind of dampen their experience in Andromeda. I hope that they, once playing the game, will be like, oh, okay, and then kind of move forward from that. I hope that BioWare doesn't get kind of bad feedback just because people were expecting Mass Effect 4 or Mass Effect 3 Andromeda Edition.
So it's kind of more about expectations than overhype.
Yeah.
No wonder we weren't on the same page, because I'm thinking a different type of overhype. We're not even talking about the same subject. So are you guys getting a lot of that where people are thinking that the game is going to be very, very similar to the previous Mass Effect games? I'm not getting a ton of that.
Do you guys know what loot crate is?
Yeah.
Okay, Tucker, not the time.
Because
Tucker,
one of their
Tucker,
things,
Minius literally
is
just
Tucker.
asked a question, Tucker. Like,
Tucker,
Yes.
I'm going to kick you off
Yes.
the podcast now.
Well, this is about Mass Effect Andromeda.
No, holy shit, dude.
he literally just asked a big, like, discussion topic question, and then you literally, like, not even a breath between his question, like, boom. Do you know about Loot Crate?
So let me try this fucking again. And Tucker, if you derail it, we're ending the podcast here and just putting this out, okay? Okay. Some of this stuff might be good. I kind of want there to be like a 4-minute segment afterwards. Anyway, so BioFan was mentioning getting people's expectations being similar to the previous games. Have you guys been getting anything like that? Because I kind of haven't been.
Almost every single one of my videos has some comment of, when does this take place in the Mass Effect timeline? I don't remember this being mentioned, or these characters are missing, or I don't remember PB in the trilogy, things like that.
Okay, I'm not getting a lot of that. I feel left out.
Especially
I'm
on...
not.
Trust me, you don't want it. It's a lot.
Oh, I'm not complaining, but it's mostly, why isn't Liara? Where's my Shepherd? This is shit. I'm not buying it. Pre-order cancelled.
There are
Right,
people
okay.
who pre-ordered it already.
I've made a decision to put $1 in my savings every time someone asks me where Liara is.
Yeah,
I am going to be so filthy rich.
No, you don't have the money to do that.
That is true. I don't have $1 for every time they ask me.
You need $1 million in the first place to put $1
You
million.
need $1 million in
savings.
the first place. Yeah.
You can't do that. Okay, I'm not getting a lot of this. I do get it occasionally, but I think instead of that being expectations for people, I think there are people jumping into it and they're brand new. They heard, oh, there's Mass Effect coming back. What the hell is it? So they know nothing. They click on the first video, and most of our videos assume that people know something about the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have
But not
watched
all-
the trailers at least, probably.
Yeah, so you can kind of jump in and hit it running. I try to come up with basic stuff, but I don't know if that's an expectations issue. I don't think that's a huge issue, unless it annoys the crap out of you.
Well, I see it a lot on Twitter and a lot in my comments, but I do a lot of news coverage, so maybe it's more that.
I do like the people who want like Shepard's and Liara's kid in it, or somebody else's kid.
I mean,
But
I have a lot.
I mean, I can respect that. That'd be cool, but at the same time, it's not possible.
That's never
I
going
have
to
a
happen.
lot of people
That's never
saying,
gonna
well,
happen.
there might be like Tally on board, or someone might have smuggled a board that was one of our previous companions. I'm like, no, dude, because it's between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. So
I
but
feel like
they're like,
they
yeah, well, you
need-
don't know. It's like, but they've told us.
But we
when it
do
is.
know.
We do know. I feel like they maybe
Unless-
should,
Well, yeah, it's confirmed.
in further advertising, I feel like they need to maybe make that a little more obvious instead of just side info.
Shepard is
Because
dead.
how we know that is kind of through side info and not direct from watching the trailers.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I
that's
believe
something they
Shepard is
need to
dead by that point.
include.
I wonder if there are going to be people still thrown off by that as the game approaches.
This isn't Shepard. Who's Ryder?
I
That's
would
hilarious.
just love if at the very end of Mass Effect Andromeda, you just see the Normandy coming in and just all of them are just jamming. Just showing up like, sup, bitches.
But I thought you died. No, can't kill
No.
me. I got better.
Saren's on there too, hanging out with the elusive man. They're all partying.
They're just flying on the back of a Reaper.
It's literally everyone just like jamming as it shows up.
That's a great ending. I mean, people didn't like Mass Effect 3's ending, but that one will work.
I think you'll have people that maybe watched the trailers once or twice. You'll get like a ton of people that are like, oh, new Mass Effect, I'll pre-order. And then they don't, like, they're interested in playing the game, but they're not interested in knowing
Yeah,
anything
not
about the
heavy
game
into
prior.
following it.
Like like a good quantity of consumers. So they'll buy the game, pop it in, and then discover that Shepard's not there. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that doesn't
Who does
taint
that?
the experience for it. A lot
Oh,
of
you'd be
people.
surprised.
Really?
You'd be
Just the
surprised.
casual gamers. Yeah, the casual gamers that never listen to this podcast.
Holy crap! You pre-order a game based on the name?
Like, they've played the previous Mass Effect games, so they're like, oh, a new Mass Effect, pre-order, good
That's
to go.
what I did with Fallout 4.
There you go.
What Fallout? Like you know exactly what Fallout is. There's no
Well, it could be the same thing of Mass Effect.
no. Fallout story is not Mass Effect story.
Well, yeah, it's always different for
They're
protagonist.
they don't
different
know that.
people, different areas, different stories. It's
Yeah,
its
there's
own
people
thing.
that still think they're
You know
going to be
exactly
playing a
what you're
Shepard,
getting.
and it's a continuation. So
But
they're
that's
thinking,
not the
oh,
same
the
as
next Mass
Fallout.
Effect.
But then if they played the third one, they'd know that it was impossible anyway. But, I mean, some people, they don't, I suppose. They're just not that bothered, don't really pay that much attention.
It's like buying the new Uncharted game that doesn't have Nathan Drake in it, and going like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I mean, there's Halo games that don't have Master Chief in it. Some of
But
the main ones of
dude,
that.
like, look at the game before you buy it. I didn't know that was a thing. Like pre-ordering a game.
Yeah, there's a ton of people that just kind of like, okay.
I don't feel bad for them.
Played the previous
I don't.
one.
That,
liked
like
it
when you
more
have a
than- yeah.
AAA title and it's had this many installments, there's people that are just like, okay,
Or they're giving it as a gift
Like,
and they're like,
the-
all right, let's just put this in.
yeah.
I don't know these people.
Yeah, these people are not the people that you usually will associate with. These are like the
don't
super
all
casual
peasants.
gamers. Like
Get
they'll
away.
these people may never even ever approach your channel ever. Like these are the super
Call of
casual
Duty,
gamers.
bruh.
Super casual and have way too much money.
These are the FIFA gamers, Minius. These are the FIFA gamers.
They are the kind of people that when the game comes out, they will go to our channels and ask, "Where's Shepard?"
Yeah, these are the people that will
Oh,
go to our
cry.
channels and ask where is Shepard.
Yeah, it won't bother me, but the fact that people will pre-order mean, like, does no one else have money problems?
Okay, maybe they don't pre-order it. Maybe they still just go out and buy it.
You just drop like $60 on something? Like what? Like you don't even know what you're buying.
They're buying Mass Effect. That's all they need to know for them.
No, they clearly have no clue.
That's all they need to know for them, Minius, is it's a Mass Effect game.
It could be fan of Dragon Age series that never played Mass Effect.
Yeah, but if they've never played Mass Effect, they wouldn't know who Shepard was.
Or that.
Someone who does zero research on a game and then like buys it. Like
I love how Minius is just like, I can't even fathom.
I'm beside myself. This is like, I guess that whenever I buy a game, I don't just buy a game. I've never
you look into it heavily before you make the investment.
Even the cheap ones, I'm like, okay, what is this?
Well, I don't look into it too much. If it's just like a one-off game and everyone's like, this is really good and I like the sound of the synopsis, I'll be like, all right, cool. And I won't do any research because I don't want to ruin it. But if something that's like a franchise, then, yeah.
I will at least go watch some trailers and things and look into if it has like a character creator or things like that. Like I'll do some light research. Yeah.
Well, no, I do watch a trailer. That's true.
You said though that if you said people say they like it, then you'll buy it. But that's something, right?
Yeah.
It's not nothing.
Well, like the Mass Effect franchise has a reputation, so they're just going by like, oh yeah, Mass Effect, it's good, I'll buy it, and then they play it and they're like, Bruce Shepard.
It's bound to be good.
I'm not worried about these people then. If these are the people that you're worried about, I'm not worried about them.
I'm curious to see what happens with those people, but I still think Andromeda is going to sell a lot of games. It's just the feedback afterward I'm curious about.
I'm definitely curious to see how many take to the forums or Twitter to complain that it's not Shepard. Just out of pure curiosity, I'd like to see that. Because I would laugh.
So do you guys know Loot Crate?
There you go. That's a good side
There
track.
you go. That's good time.
Good
Yay,
timing.
Tucker.
That's perfect. Go. What is Loot Crate? I've never heard of this before.
Yeah,
really?
I did a good thing.
No.
Really?
You really
No,
never
not
heard
really.
of it? Oh, okay.
I was going to say.
Wait,
I was like, YouTubers everywhere have it.
where's this conversation going?
You started it. I don't know. Where
You
is it
started
going?
it. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're
That's
driving
what it
and
Are
you
you
don't know where you're
serious?
going.
You
Oh
didn't-
wait, no. I was talking about
You didn't have a
Loot Crate. I was talking
follow-up?
about Loot Crate. All right.
Holy shit! What is wrong
So-
with you? How did you lost track of the conversation you started in 30 seconds? That's terrible. Where are your pants? Are you sure you put your pants on?
Are they on your head?
What about your t-shirt? Is it on?
Yes, it is a Magikarp shirt.
Okay.
Tucker is in rare form today. Oh,
And
goodness.
Magikarp is saying, I swear when I evolve, I'm going to kill you all.
You're not
Okay,
evolving at all based on the pattern we've seen. You're devolving. I'm not worried in the slightest.
So, Loot Crate. For those of you that don't know, Loot Crate is this monthly subscriber thing, and they have about 17,000 different versions of Loot Crate, and one of them is T-shirts, where it's about $9. It's just a different theme of T-shirt that's a special kind of one. And for this month, it is Mass Effect Andromeda.
Do you get to see what the t-shirt looks like?
Not a
beforehand?
fucking clue.
It's a mystery kind of
Oh,
thing.
the mystery box.
Yeah, it's a mystery box, but it's like so it's like a monthly subscription to where they ship you like a box of a bunch of like nerd gear and fandom paraphernalia.
What if it's really shit, though? If it's a really shit t-shirt, what do you do then?
Sell it.
Then
So
what if
if
it's so shit no one wants it?
if it's shit, maybe you can't
well,
sell
I mean,
it.
once you get it, you're stuck with it because you paid
Use it as
that.
a rag.
And actually, I don't know if it's still there, but there was one of those very special Loot Crates that was about $70 that was for Mass Effect.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I
I
saw
remember
that.
that. Have people gotten those yet?
Oh, I got that a while ago. I don't know if they're going to do it again for Andromeda, but that
What
thing
did
was
you get
badass.
in it?
What did I get in it? Fuck.
Because I was like $70. I ain't paying that.
Oh, I got it was an N7 t-shirt or N7 jacket, a N7
What's jacket?
backpack,
Ooh.
a kind of like a journal that is shaped like the notepads in Mass Effect, a Volus plushie,
That's pretty good.
a
Well, just
keychain.
70 quid, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. I still didn't want to buy it without knowing what it was in there, though. I'm kind of like, I don't want to pay $70 for a mystery
Huh, that sounds like the Geeple pre-ordering the games.
Box full of Jacob.
Oh, it also came with one of the Mass Effect comics. I think it was Redemption.
Minius is still beside himself.
Well, I mean, that's what you're saying. Like, that's exactly my point. You're buying $60. You don't know what's in it. Why would you do that?
Well, I mean, you're not paying for a total, like, you're not paying for, it's a video game. Like, you don't know what's in the loot crate.
Well, you can always you can get your money back for a video game or trade it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
can.
if it is shit, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You sound mortified.
No, I'm not mortified. I mean, people can do, like, if you have money, you can do what you want with it, man. I mean,
He just can't believe that people do that. Yeah.
you want to buy mystery stuff? Cool. I get the appeal of the loot crate thing, not at that price, though.
Yeah.
But-
I was like, not doing it. Mm-mm.
What do you think it would be like if, say, we get to, like, they're showing Mass Effect Andromeda as this awesome adventure game, so it's like, yeah, it's like the Mass Effect that we know, and things like that. And when you get there, it's a horror game because there's xenomorphs now.
I'd laugh. I quite like Dead Space.
No,
But they were necromorphs, weren't they? Wait,
no,
what do
that's-
you mean, like alien xenomorphs?
I was meaning like aliens.
Then
like-
I'd be okay with that. I'd just blow the place up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm just imagining xenomorphs in Mass Effect now.
Are they friendly? Are they friendly xenomorphs? Can we romance them?
Have you never seen the Alien movies?
It's not a.
The way they romance you is they put one of those face huggers on
Well,
you.
they may have become friendlier over time. You don't know.
The way you romance them is they put the face hugger on you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
If that's what you're into, whatever hoists your mainsail.
Oh, that reminds me. All right, there is this story that I heard.
Oh,
where
Is this one of those
there's-
rude ones,
Oh,
like the hot
no.
dog?
No, not like that. Nah, it's not like that. But there's this
No.
guy who he wanted to taste human flesh.
No.
Like he wanted to eat a person.
I've
But
got to
no,
say,
you
I've
just
always
wanna
been
go-
curious.
He didn't want to just go and like kill
pork.
someone, but he wanted to like he wanted to eat a person.
Well,
And
he
so
just
he
chopped a bit of
spent
himself
about
off.
2 years and he found a person that said, "Okay, you can eat me." Like he wanted to die by being eaten by someone.
Was that the German guy? I think
I
this
think it was.
happened in Germany.
And so, like, he literally, like, talked to the guy. They spent, I think, like, a month together just talking. He's like, "Are you sure you're okay? I'm going to eat you." And the guy's like, "Yeah, it's fine," and everything like that. Like, I'm kind of done with life. And he wanted to be eaten. So he, like, I think they had sex. And then when
He
he's
chopped
finished,
his
he
leg
started,
off.
I think he started then he started eating the
What,
guy.
alive?
Yeah, while he was alive.
Why didn't he kill him
And
first?
The guy, well, because the guy wanted to know what it felt like while he was being
Painful.
eaten.
Have you ever been bitten by a child? It's like that, but worse.
Before he died, I think he said that he was disappointed in how it felt, that he didn't get like
not
such
as
a
good as I
rush that he was
thought.
hoping he would get.
Bit
And then he
painful.
died.
Not keen on this.
and they're like the people, the guy I think got arrested,
They couldn't.
but they interviewed the neighbors and whatnot, and they're like, "Well, yeah, he's still a decent dude and things like that.
I mean, he
like I'll
did-
still let
he
him
did double
babysit
check.
my kids."
What did it taste like, though? That's the most important thing.
I don't remember that part.
Is it chicken? Because everything tastes like chicken.
No, I think he said it
They
was kinda
made
like
human
pork.
flavored tofu at a university once.
Yeah, but tofu tastes like arse. Not literal arse, but just arse in general.
So the Bobito comic, the newest Bobito comic of
That was
Andromenerds,
hilarious.
it was wonderful and delightful. I'm putting us back on topic,
Yes.
Minius. Aren't you proud? So,
Kind of.
You
It
put
will-
these up on a thing.
yeah,
so
I'll
they
put
can
it up
see
on the
it.
screen. Yeah.
Cool.
There was a sound that we can't hear.
Whoa. Okay. So,
I like that. That's good.
I've heard some dumbass reasons for joining the Andromeda Initiative, but this beats them all.
ignore him. He's just trolling us again.
No, it's true. I read it on the extranet.
Well, fuck me. It must be legit then.
It happens every 50,000 years, and then the next one is due right about the time we left.
You'd think someone might have noticed an army of giant, genocidal sentient machines in that time.
Well, they wait out beyond the galactic rim where no one will see them.
For 50,000 years, what the fuck are they doing out there playing Sudoku?
If that were true, I'm pretty sure the council would know and have been doing something about it.
Well, Commander Shepard tried to tell them, but they wouldn't listen.
Shepard, you mean the lunatic who blew up a mass relay?
Well, Shepard's a hero. Destroying the relay was the only way to stop them coming through.
Somebody get him a tinfoil hat.
So, I think this comic's funny. I don't like how good it makes Tucker look. I'm going to be honest. That was like the first thing I thought of. Just like, yeah, he's like, oh, his crazy theory is finally right. It just gave him way too much confidence to keep on going.
It really did. I mean, like, he sometimes, he will get it right. But, like, that's one time out of, like, 30.
Yes, but that one is the one that people remember.
No, it's not. It's you're the dude. Like if you came and you were Shepard, and you like, dude, you told us that, and you had your reputation, we will all die from Reaper poisoning. We would not be prepared. We'd be like, whatever,
And
Tucker.
plus, it would have been weirder. It would have been something really odd.
Guys, there's some huge-ass metal squids on this way.
Like, did you know that Shepard's half Reaper, half
in the middle of it, you would have asked us what Loot Crate is.
Yeah.
The council's there.
And forgotten what you were
trying to
talking
figure
about.
out,
Yeah.
like, guys, have you seen my pet Varen?
He's like, dude, this guy's nasty. Yeah.
So
Anyway, we really like those
kind
comics.
Yeah, awesome comics. I love them.
Bobito actually asked a question. So.
He did? What was the question?
Yeah, he's asking, do you think that we'll see Space Bears in multiplayer?
I
And
Yes.
how
think
tough
so.
do you think they'll be to take down?
Incredibly.
We'll probably have to take
Oh, yeah,
down
I
quite
think
a few of them.
they're going to be in multiplayer. They have to be.
Please!
Especially with the amount that
Please.
they've really shown them in gameplay and trailers and whatnot, I'm pretty sure that they'll be in multiplayer. They'll be in the game more often than not.
More Space Bears, the better, he said before he later regretted it.
Yeah,
But
I think they've
more
got
Space
bigger than what
Bears,
they were.
the better.
They seem to
They
have grown.
Yeah. They seem to vary in size.
Do you think there are baby ones? Because that'd be quite cute.
I mean, there have to be. I don't think they're
Yes.
squirting out as full-grown adults.
How would you feel about going and murdering baby Space Bears? Is that
I'd let
something
them
you're
go.
cool with?
I'd avoid it. I'd be like, I'll wait until you're older.
You're like, oh, he's so adorable. I'm just going to go
I'm
around.
like, can I tame
Man, you're
this?
so adorable, but I really need that armor upgrade.
That's like the last week's conversation.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I need +4 to health. I'm going to commit genocide.
Something I always thought about is, you know how in Mass Effect 2, how you go to planets and you just, like, you take the resources from them until it says depleted? Like, you just went to a planet, a random planet, and just kept shooting probes at it until its resources are depleted. You took away any chance of things living on there. I would just love it if, like, there's a middle finger on the back of the Normandy.
Well, we took away their platinum and, like, selenium or whatever, and their, like...
Yeah, but it's not, it's like,
Ezo.
it's depleted. It doesn't say, like, oh, there's some resources,
It doesn't say it doesn't have water and ground, though.
I would just love for, like, a middle finger to be on the back of the Normandy.
We didn't deforest an entire planet. We just took all its minerals, that specifically 4 kinds of substances.
Yeah, those those planets are usually
We
bare,
space
but
Trump.
that is...
It's
But I
just
just love imagining, like, Shepard, like the people are on the ground, like, what the fuck, like, where's all of our stuff going? And they see the Normandy, they're going off, and all the crews are sticking their middle fingers out the window going, fuck
There's
you
like
guys.
a probe that comes down and jack the dude's sandwich and then like goes back up.
Tucker, if some aliens came to our planet and, I don't know, took, like, I don't know, all of the granite that exists on Earth, we would be okay. We wouldn't have granite anymore,
no,
but
with
we'd be
pencils.
okay.
I think that would really mess up the topography.
That would really
Like-
fuck with the
like-
topography, but I think we would still be okay afterward.
But there'd be like people living under granite, like on top of granite, and those people might be in trouble.
Okay,
Going
well,
to,
I
like,
was
a
just trying to
sinkhole.
think of a substance that we don't use for, like, literally everything.
They're all like living in the mountains, and then the mountains are gone. I'm with Tucker on this. I'm with Tucker.
Most of the planets we went to also did not have a population. Just saying.
I mean, you went to a lot of planets.
maybe they were hiding because they're like, oh god, they're stealing all our resources.
They're stealing all our platinum.
I do think it's going to be awesome when you go into some alien village and take all the plants in the area because you want
And
to
then
make
people
medicine.
just look at you like, dude, what the fuck?
That's always bugged me in games. Like you'll
Yeah,
be
no
up to
one's like,
someone's
why are you
house and
weeding? What are you doing? Why are you stealing my shit?
like someone's got a garden and you just jack all their herbs and stuff.
Like
And
in
it's,
Legend of Zelda,
expected.
you just run around and knock all the pots over. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, they just sit there and take it.
I mean, you've got to wonder. They're like, why are you picking up weeds? What were you doing? Why?
I just like to imagine a family like kind of huddled together. Like, do we talk to him? No, I think he might be a bit special. I saw him running around in circles earlier picking flowers. Just don't talk to him. Don't make eye contact.
Don't make eye contact.
So
That's going to be the next comic you watch.
So a fun kind of topic thing I kind of came up with. So all of us, in terms of subscriber count, are nearly at 20,000 or are over 20,000. So if you think about it, we could basically bring our own arc to the Andromeda Galaxy with our subscriber count. We could put all of our subscribers on arcs and go to the Andromeda Galaxy, and it'd be awesome.
How much crossover do we have though?
I don't know. Let's pretend we don't.
Well, I have the most. So we would have to start
Sweatshop.
from that point of 30,000. We'd have to start at that point.
Let's just pretend like all of our subscribers don't have crossover, because this would be a fun question if that were true.
I'm not sure. It would be a fun question because my answer is really lame, and it's like, we're going to be in cryosleep, dude. We're going to Andromeda.
Well, like, what would your arc be like, though?
It would be a bunch of dudes in cryosleep.
24-hour party arc.
You
I feel
wake
like
up
mine
a
would
little
be that
bit
too.
before you get there, though, don't you?
It sounds great. Like, the party arc sounds great, but you're going to die like a tenth of the way to Andromeda.
We can just wake ourselves up every so often, celebrate New Year, go back to sleep.
As soon as you get a hangover, go into
So you're going to wake up 600
Double that.
times.
Hair of the dog, like 100 years later, just carry that on to 600 years. You only have to wake up like 6 times, it'd be fine. Because it has to be like every 100 years. Because if you do it every year, it will get boring.
I assume that we wake up as we're, like, approaching Andromeda, so we can, like, recover from cryostasis that we've been in for 600 years. Not, boom, we're here, everybody wake up,
I'm imagining that the three of us were looking around like, where the fuck is AbilityDrain ship? We just see it kind of like veering in sideways, and we look through the window, just people like holding their head with Alka-Seltzer water. Like, what the
rolling
fuck?
over.
It works for me.
There's just toilet paper all over her arc, just on the outside.
TP'd it.
How did
yeah.
it get out there? They went out in spacesuits and TP'd their own arc.
While it's going faster than light speed, they TP'd their own arc.
Yeah. So what?
That's some really strong toilet paper.
It's
This
gotta
is the
be.
future. It'd be fine.
That must be really rough.
You know,
They'd have
it's
fixed that by then.
that Mass Effect technology.
Yeah.
Mass
Each TP,
Effect field
each
toilet
toilet
paper.
paper has its own Mass Effect field. That's what it is.
So this is something I'm now curious about. How strong do you think the toilet papers are in the Mass Effect universe right now?
You don't think you use
Do you
your
think they
Omni
have
tool
their own
for it?
gravity field?
No, I
Ew.
can't imagine wiping my blade with an Omni tool. Do you think there's Omni
Ew.
toilet paper?
That's what I mean. Like it'll just like
laser.
Ew.
fabricate something.
I'm pretty
for you.
sure we've seen some bathrooms, and I'm pretty sure that the bathrooms had toilet paper.
Yeah, but what kind of toilet paper is it? Like, it's got to be at least like a triple ply.
What's it made from?
These are the questions that we should ask.
These are the questions that we should put in interviews and then not
Yeah.
get the answer to because people don't have
They
that.
just
I
make
want to
something.
ask on Twitter right now, like,
Oh God.
Go ask Mike Gamble. Go on, I dare you.
Mike,
No, wait, go ask Aaron Flynn. Because he'd probably reply to that.
Is that the possible poll? What type of paper would you wipe your
Yes.
ass with in Mass Effect?
Yes. So we could have like,
No.
what is there out there in Andromeda that we've seen? I'm trying to think.
There's the bioluminescent plants,
Pie jack leather. That's what I'm using.
glowing
Octopus.
toilet paper.
It's probably like plutonium and
I
stuff.
feel like my arc would just be a bunch of things of either Elcor, Pyjax, Solarians.
Well, they're actually made of people.
What?
Soylent toilet paper. Soylent TV.
And the thing I'm wondering about is there like a universal toilet paper, or is this like, this works for the Solarians,
Is it
this one's for
quilted
the Asari?
for comfort?
Like,
Maybe if they have different skin sensitivities, I don't know.
Yeah, because what if they're allergic to the chemicals that's made by the people toilet paper, and they're Asari, and they've run out of Asari toilet paper?
They're all people though. You mean the human toilet paper?
Human people, yeah. Then the Asari are like, well, I'm not using my hand. They could just go and shower or something, I don't know.
So, guys, I learned something.
Yeah.
When we have a main topic and we're not on the same page, we need a different main topic. This podcast is all kinds of sideways. I was thinking like, oh yeah, that overhype thing lasted a long time, and then went on a completely different tangent, and now we're talking about wiping our asses in the future. That's where we're at.
It's an important question.
So last week Tucker asked, "What is your excitement? 1 or 2?" AbilityDrain, what is your excitement?
My excitement for what?
Exactly. I have no idea how people answered this question.
What were the options?
1 or 2.
1 or 2 what?
1 or 2.
What, the game? 2. There we go.
2.
Look how she
Okay,
wasn't
that's
here
what
for
you're
last episode, so she doesn't know.
So that,
I'm
by the
so
way,
confused.
2 did win. 58% to 42%. There were 500 some votes. That's right. I thought that was an interesting experiment. I guess it was going to be 2 no matter what, because 2 is more than 1.
Yeah, but I mean, what if it's like you're putting it as your number 1 excitement?
42% is pretty high for number 1, if that's the case.
I'm so confused.
Of course, if someone like randomly came up to you street and asked you if you were excited, I don't know if you would be. I mean, you'd be a little creeped out with a no context question.
What if it was like, again, his toilet humour? Are you excited about number 1s or number 2s? That's what it was, wasn't it, Tucker?
Did not know that. That's why I put blame N7Follower in the tweet as well, so people would know that it was.
How many people answered that?
It was in the 500s.
People were like, "Oh, Tucker came up with this."
500 people answered?
You talking about
Yeah.
like people who like replied or people who
Took the poll.
were in the
Did
poll?
anyone say 1 or 2 what?
Yes.
Just as 1 or
You got a few
2.
of those.
So this week,
503 people voted.
That's insane.
I don't even understand the poll. Kyle Strange. Gabriel K asked, which one implies more excitement? Tommy Sinclair, what even is this, Tucker?
So, what should we do for this week's poll? Should we go with
Yeah.
my Quarian Geth one?
We're gonna go back to a real poll. I think
Okay.
this poll also ended early, so people who listen to the podcast couldn't actually vote.
Oh yeah, that was also. I mean that pod or that vote was out for what, like 3 days?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we gotta
because
make
we
sure
had
that
a weird schedule thing going on.
the vote goes until past when
The
we
next
release the thing. But we have a
Yeah.
real poll this time, and it's a
Yeah.
serious
What
moral
is it?
question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, BioFan.
Is it the,
Hurt everybody's
what type
feelings.
of
Okay,
toilet paper
so-
do they use in space?
no.
I can't
think
think of
quilted
4
would win.
even options there.
So, you can only save one. Who do you choose? The Geth or the Quarians?
Oh, that's horrible. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just sacrifice both so that because that's like trying to pick one of your children. Which
So
one's gonna die?
Are you
I
trying
don't
to
know.
add a third option where it's like, who would you
Neither?
save? Quarians, Geth, neither?
Neither because
Koreans guess
because it's
or
not
Liam?
fair to pick one over the
Liam.
other.
Okay, I'll put so.
No, don't
I don't
pick,
even
don't
know
put
who Liam
Liam,
is.
put Jacob.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's kill him.
Put Jacob.
So wait, you're not gonna put Liam in the hidden Korean of Mass Effect Andromeda?
He would be implied in the Quarians.
I won't say you ruined last week's poll because I really enjoyed that, but we need to keep you out of this one. So
Okay, so I have weekly Andromenerds poll. You can only save one. Who do you choose? The Geth, the Quarians, neither, and Jacob.
all right,
Love it.
Should I put just
take out
Jacob?
neither because Jacob
Okay.
implies
Jacob.
that.
No,
Okay.
I just want to see how many people vote to save Jacob. None.
It's like massive genocide, and you get Jacob out of it. That's that's your success rate.
Should I put just Jacob or just leave it as
so
Jacob?
just the 3 options. There's
Just
the
The Geth, the Quarians,
Oh,
Jacob.
no. Do one where it's like, who could you save? Jacob, or Jacob?
I
Each
think we're
spelled
good on the
differently.
Geth.
Yeah.
I wonder how much longer this poll segment's gonna last.
Oh,
I
trust
thought-
me, there's a lot more
I,
things we
I
could
thought
come
it was
up
a
with.
great idea, but we're not doing a great job with it. So
I'm losing the will to live.
here's an interesting question. What percentage do you guys think Jacob's gonna get?
I'm gonna go with 20.
Well,
Can you put more,
somewhat
can you put more
romancing.
days on it? Can you put at least like put
I put
like
5 days
6 and
on
a
it.
half?
I
Yeah,
put-
but
I
that's
put-
going to end before the podcast comes
I'm sorry,
out.
I put 6 days on it, but it says it's 5 days left, but I don't know why it says that. There are 6 days on it. I do it a day up until,
'Cause-
just in case anything day of, like, for example, today, if I put it at the time of our podcast, we wouldn't have the regular results. By the way, Jacob...
There's
uh,
already some people voting on it.
yeah, Jacob is currently in the lead with out of 3 votes. I end it the day before we record,
Oh my God.
so that way we have the final results.
Oh no, Jacob.
I'm disappointed.
So if something happens on the day we record that we record earlier or later, I don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that. So I just end it the day before we record.
Okay, all right. Well, this
We
is
get to most
actually-
of our votes within like 3 days anyway. So
This segment,
okay.
yeah, the original idea was like, oh, people can vote on the segment. It's turned into we ask people a question and react to it, and then they get our reaction, which actually is more entertaining. I think. I did not expect it to go in that direction.
the Quarians is currently in the lead.
Yeah, I think the Quarians will take it pretty easily. That's my prediction. I'm a little surprised Jacob's still doing as well as he is.
Give
They'll be
him
the
a
ones that
minute.
renounced him.
Give him a minute.
It looks like he's
Yeah.
got at least 3 votes out of 28.
They're the ones that haven't played Mass Effect 3.
They don't know what Jacob did to Femship,
Yeah,
guys.
no.
Yeah.
We're
Anyway,
poor people.
thanks for if you want to participate in these polls, by the way, you need to follow Andromenerds on Twitter. What are you doing, dude?
Yes.
You should follow Andromeda. You should follow all of us on Twitter, except for Tucker. Actually, Tucker's Twitter is incredibly straightforward. It's actually kind of disappointing.
Well, I have to. I hold that to some professional standard.
Only just. It's limited.
And then I also did just ask about the toilet paper thing.
On your Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you did.
What's the response so far?
Podcast question: What is going on with the toilet paper in Mass Effect? Are there different kinds for different races or something else? Okay, good. That's exactly what you want from this. It's not really a podcast question. That's kind of like a your question.
No. We asked that on the podcast.
Okay.
I didn't say exactly how it was brought up.
We asked it. All right, I'll have to replay the tape. Anyway, let's get to the question segments. Okay, AbilityDrain, ask us, is there anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
There are new messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Oh, you did it!
Yay!
I was assuming you would put up a fight.
Hey, AbilityDrain, what's up?
Excellent.
You're wearing me down, Minius.
Yeah. All right, so Tucker's excited for the questions.
Hit us
All right,
with it.
so the first one is from Stephen Chung, and this has 3 questions. First one is, if the world of Dragon Age were on a planet in the Andromeda Galaxy, who would be your rider's best friend and romance option be from the Dragon Age cast?
Is it asking us to take like someone from Dragon Age aboard on our crew? Is that the question?
I think you're
If
going
the-
down to bang people.
Well, it's like say Dragon Age was a planet.
Oh, that's
Okay.
easy. Alistair. Definitely. All the way.
Colin. Duh.
If Alistair was funnier.
But Colin.
I'd go with Josephine, but I don't see how this is going to be bizarre as shit.
Should I just go with one of the Darkspawn just to...
Yeah,
To lower
just
the
to mix
tone.
it up. Tucker, what kind of
Friendlock.
toilet
There you
paper
go.
do they use in the Mass Effect universe? Dang it, I
What
messed that
kind
up.
of toilet roll do they use
messed that up. It
in
could have
the
been
Dragon
funny.
Age?
That's what I was
in the
gonna. That's
Dragon
what I was
Age
supposed to
universe.
ask.
Do they use leaves
What did
or
they
the
use
hands?
in medieval
I was
times?
going to say soft versions of
The
dragon
hands.
scales.
We'll just go wipe your ass on a baby dragon. Yeah, good idea.
The dragon
idea.
scale.
Okay, this is going to be fun to put together.
The neck of a swan in Olay.
All right. The second part of the question. Do any of you watch My Little Pony? And if so,
No.
what would each
No.
of the Andromenerds cutie mark be?
Not since I was a
having it.
child. And I hated
I don't
it
even.
then.
I don't even know what that is. What's a cutie mark?
A cutie mark is everything that all the characters have on their side, and it shows what they're best at.
Oh, the little picture on their ass.
Yeah, that's the cutie mark.
Can I have me flipping the bird? This is like a...
Yours would be like those
Hand, flipping the bird.
exclamation point things whenever people swear.
No,
Okay.
just like flipping the bird. Just a hand.
So
Mine would be a trail being derailed.
A
Yeah,
train.
just like
Train.
right now again.
No, you know what's going to happen now? Bobito's going to draw us as ponies.
Thanks, Tucker.
Yeah, well done.
so to
The brony
semi,
in me is happy.
So
Oh,
to
God.
to educate people that are curious about the toilet paper thing, I looked it up. And the ancient Greeks used like clay and stuff. The ancient Romans were a little more sophisticated, and they used like a sponge thing, like a sponge from the sea, and put it on a
I hope they
stick.
didn't share it. with
And
other
then
people.
I don't know. I don't judge Roman people what they do with sponges and sticks, whatever. But apparently they used to put a sponge on a stick and then apparently use that. So
BioFan, what would your cutie mark be for the Andromenerds podcast?
it'd be gold, but I'm not sure on the shape yet.
Would it be coins or would it be a block of gold?
What?
It's like a tower of gold blocks.
It'd be gold, but I'm not sure what.
Mine's going to be a picture of me crying in a corner.
Fetal position.
A gold version of Minius crying in a corner.
That's where I'm headed. That's where this podcast has put me. I'm crying in a corner internally.
I want a gold version of Minius crying in a corner. That is going to be my cutie mark, or whatever you said it was.
Statue, a
Mine's
gold
like
statue of
gray
him.
and yours is gold.
Yours is like a statue version.
Stephen Chong, I am so happy you asked that question.
Yeah. That's, at some do we have Mass Effect questions?
Oh, yeah. And the third one that he asked is, what if Korra's face is never revealed, a la Master Chief? Does that mean that she's qualified as a Korian?
Yes.
I think we'll see her face.
What if she
before
doesn't have a
launch.
face?
If she doesn't
Okay.
have a face, then she's mysterious.
Oh, you mean like she's like the blank blue face? It's just no
Yeah.
features
And it's
at
also,
all?
it's not
just
not
smoke.
Korra that is the hidden Korian. That's Liam. That's the
So
hidden Korian.
actually,
Yeah,
Ian
Korra
Fraser
is-
confirmed on Twitter today that we would see both their faces before launch.
Yeah,
So,
that's
There you
not
go.
surprising.
and he's a Bioware dev, so.
Ian Pro. Oh no, I just wanted to roll those R's. Ian Pro. How would you play Mass Effect Andromeda? For example, do you play the main quest first? Would you do everything before a main mission, or do you space out main and sides equally?
First playthrough, huh?
It depends how boring the side missions are. If they're good, I'll do as
Well,
many
let's talk
of
about
those.
Mass Effect Andromeda. So,
I
like, what are you
don't
gonna do
know.
with Mass Effect Andromeda?
Well, I mean, Mass Effect Andromeda is going to be like Inquisition in that we can't do everything all at once because we won't be leveled up enough. So I'll just go backwards and
Well,
forwards,
you don't
I
know that it
guess.
will work out that way. It may be that
Whatever's
there's so many main
interesting, so-
quests that you level up as you do those or things. Well, there's going to be like areas of planets where things become too high level. Like there's going to be super bosses that you can't kill yet. Unless you're Tucker
Put it
and
this
you
way,
spend 5
if
hours.
there are fetch
but-
quests,
What?
put it this way: if there are I can't even fucking talk now. If there are fetch quests and they don't do anything, then I'm not doing them. So they can
I would
fuck
do
off.
all side quests before main missions just so they don't like get locked or something and I miss something.
I'm not collecting 50 space bear
Oh,
asses
I'm totally
for
doing
nothing.
that.
Oh yeah.
Those space bear claws.
I mean, if I can keep them and put them on my, if it's in my room and I can have a wall of us, then yeah. But otherwise, no.
How many space bear claws is it going to take for Tucker to leave the hinterlands?
So it depends, because if I'm reviewing the game, then I kind of have to run through it really quick and do all the main story stuff and like speed through it. But if it's like just me like casually enjoying the game, then I do what I feel makes sense for the story, even if it doesn't actually impact the game. Like, oh, this feels like a time that Ryder would go do this, and he would do that before that, instead of something like, oh my god, the Geth and Quarian's about to kill each other. Let's go find some minerals and some things. Let's go talk
This
to
is a
Arya
really
on the
cool rock,
Citadel.
yeah.
There's a space puppy lost. Let's go get him.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
everyone's
Like I would do
dying.
something that feels like that fits like if it were a real story, that it would fit that way for the story, you know? So like I go do side content stuff as it feels appropriate, and I do parts of the main story as it feels appropriate, you know?
Yeah, I imagine I will go to a planet, clear it to the maximum effect. I know you probably aren't going to be able to clear
To the
a planet
Mass
completely.
Effect, you mean?
Yes, maximum effect.
Massively effective.
Yes, clear it, then go to the next planet, clear it, go to the next planet, clear it, that kind of thing. I won't leave a planet if there's something I can do on it.
Supposedly there's a lot of planets.
All right. Do we want to do the there's one person that has one question and one person has multi-tiered questions. Which one do we want to do next?
The multi-tier sounds interesting.
That actually is pretty good questions. So the first one from John Myron Jr. No, I'm just going to call him John Myron Jr. the third. He asks everyone, how in depth do you think our companion loadout customization will be? will be along the lines of Mass Effect 1, where you can choose their armor, weapons, mods, Omnitool, and Biotic Amp, or more along the lines of Mass Effect 3, where you choose their weapons, mods, and their power subsections.
Huh.
Well,
I
we
think
know
it's going to
that
be more customizable than not.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more customizable than the past, but we know that in terms of like specialization and abilities and stuff, we have like free range for Ryder, but for the companions, I mean squad mates or whatever, they fill more traditional roles like Vanguard or Adept or Engineer or something like that. So like their skills are a little more narrowed on what they can do. And
We're
then
talking
for
about equipment, though, right?
Oh, for equipment.
Well, I think what he's
asked for
asking is
skills
like,
too.
can you? Well, I mean, we know we're going to be able to choose their powers,
Yeah.
but so I think it's asking like,
I think it will
Will we
be
be
like
able
Mass
to-
Effect 3. Like, they'll have guns that fit them, and then you choose within that type of gun, kind of. But you'll be able to craft guns, so I assume you'll also be able to craft armor. But I think it'll be like Dragon Age Inquisition, where like they have an iconic sort of style. So if you craft, say, I don't know, maybe whatever the equivalent to light armor will be, and you put it on PB, it'll look different if you put it on Drac, you know?
well, I think like, you can't put heavy armor on PB, so I'm guessing there's going to be some limitations of that.
Like, you know what I'm saying, though. Like, it'll be like Dragon Age Inquisition, where you'll craft an armor, materials, its color and style and stuff, but it will blend with the iconic appearance that's being created for each squad mate. So if you put an armor on PB, it will have like a general kind of theme to it, but it will be PB's style. And if you take that and put it on, say, Vetra, it will look like it's Vetra's style, you know?
So
Maybe.
you think PB, you're going to think armor is equipable?
Yeah,
It's-
I think it is.
Have
'Cause
we
Riders is
seen any of the
equipable.
characters in anything other than the only thing they've been wearing?
Drac, yes.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, he wore a blue thing in the EA Play trailer.
Oh, you're talking from like way back, yeah.
Yeah, way
Okay.
back, yeah. Drac wore like a blue and yellow kind of thing. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see.
Maybe.
Oh, someone on the topic of that, someone asked, or didn't like ask us a question, but someone kind of pointed out when we first saw the Tempest, kind of like how we saw the Solarian there, we also see a Krogan. So people are thinking we might have a Krogan as like a co-pilot.
I thought actually that was confirmed as Drac.
Oh, was that?
Was it
Yeah,
who confirmed
Ian Fraser
that?
confirmed it as Drac.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Was not aware of that.
That was my assumption, but
it's in my latest news update. Not to plug my
So-
videos, but
I think these characters will be very customizable. Weapons, they might have a trinket of some kind. I do not think their armor is customizable, but I do think they'll have a whole bunch of outfits. That's my guess. I would like it to be along the lines of Mass Effect 1, but until they show us that, I'm not sure it's there.
I liked the lines of Mass Effect 3 where there were like a couple options, and then with Shepard there were a ton of options. Like, I was okay with that. But I'm also okay with Dragon Age Inquisition's kind of approach to it, so long as I'm not spending 20 hours to go find materials to make, I don't know, Dorian's armor a certain color because I want it that way. So, but, yeah.
One of the let's see, Barrett Rodich replied to my toilet paper thing. One of the senior quality analysis at BioWare,
Oh, no.
and he says, "In space,
Oh,
no
what
one
does he
can hear
say?
you scream when you're out of toilet paper."
Accurate.
All right, so John Myron Jr. the third asks all of us a specific question too. First off is Minius. Who does what in regards to making the podcast? Does someone handle script while someone else handles effects, or is it all done by the same person?
Yeah.
Do you laugh at the script part?
Script.
So we come up with an outline collectively. I try to put
we?
it in order, and then Tucker
And
ruins
then it
it.
fails.
That's
That's Tucker's
the
job.
main jobs. We have a couple main jobs, like 3 is what we split up to. I handle all the audio, so I take all the audio and put it together and try to make it not sound like a mess, which doesn't always work. And then I give it to BioFan, who makes it pretty visually.
Visually.
And then Tucker handles the PR with the questions and stuff.
Yes.
And AbilityDrain gets her internet working.
And I just
That's her
show
job.
up.
To try to get
I
her
think
internet
I'm-
running.
No, that's not true. I came up with the bulk of the.
That is
yeah,
true.
she came up with a lot of the outros
The
for
quirky
Minions. And then
outros.
I think I also handle Do you guys ever get on the Andromenerds Twitter, or is it just me?
I let you do that. I don't.
Okay.
I want to get out of the way.
I don't know what I don't know what
Okay.
the password is for it.
So I do the Twitter and the video visuals.
I do piddle around in the document quite
And
a
then
bit as well.
AbilityDrain helps out in the
We have,
script.
we have an online
we all kind of
document
help out
where
in the
we
script,
can-
except for maybe Tucker, because he doesn't really look at the script.
Well, it's not really a script. It's more like
I mean, I hear you guys talk
just
about a
topics
script,
of
and I just
conversation.
go, I think it'll be more fun if I don't know what's going to be talked about.
Possibly, yeah.
That way, it's like something new. It's like, you're opening up a box, you don't know what it is. It's aha.
Dang, the conversation on our poll is exploding.
he just
Sorry, I'm
likes-
going Tucker on you guys.
You're pulling
No,
a Tucker, huh?
I'm not saving Jacob.
I'm not even the one that said
I
Jacob.
know, isn't that
No,
great?
that was mine. That was me.
Tucker, your reputation is so
was
bad
me.
that they assumed you ruined this poll.
I can just blame everything on you.
Have
This
you
is great.
seen the comments are like, guys, don't be mean to Tucker. It's like, I don't think they honestly understand.
So, yeah.
He brings it on himself.
There's enough stuff that doesn't make it onto the podcast that if we seem like we're a little bit nastier to Tucker than usual, you need to assume that there's something that he did that didn't make it into the podcast that has
And
us upset.
I also do want to note to people that there have been times when Minius and BioFan have said to me, like, if we are getting too much on
Yeah,
you,
like, if
let
we're-
us know. And they've never gotten to. It's
like
never
we
gotten
all,
too bad.
like we pick on him kind of because it's the dynamic for the podcast, but like we've always told him like if we ever actually say anything that bothers you, let us
Yeah,
know.
well,
'Cause
there's
that's
a
not our
line.
intention.
We haven't hit
Yeah.
it, and I don't think we really try to hit it.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys ever can.
That's the other thing.
My favorite comment so far, Jacob, because he's hot.
All right.
Fair
Next
enough.
one is for AbilityDrain. If you had 5 minutes alone with
Oh,
your
God.
ISP with no legal repercussions, what would you do to them?
What's an ISP?
Internet service provider.
Oh.
Internet service provider. Kick the shite out of them. Because they're crap. Maybe just smash up their office or
For 5
whatever.
minutes.
Wee on their table. How long? Well, 5 minutes. Yeah, I could wee on their table in 5 minutes.
You can muster that up.
Yeah. Pee in their plant
And,
pots.
and then finally one is for me, which is, he titled it Tucker the Fucker.
Yep.
If you could, what aspect of the Halo universe, character, race, technology would I bring into the Mass Effect universe? I'm trying to actually think. I would say, what aspect of the Halo universe?
All of it.
How about the Halos?
Well, I mean, what the Halo
The
rings
Halos.
are, the Halo rings were created to stop the flood. It was literally meant to be a thing that wipes out all organic life in the world, or in the universe, to starve the flood. Oh, wait.
so they're
I
Reaper ring things.
Basically, except there wasn't we're going to keep these people alive to keep it going. It was to wipe out all life to stop the flood, which actually, that is what I'd bring to the Halo universe, the flood, because I think that they are more of a threat, really, than the Reapers.
I'm going to be curious to see if there's something in Andromeda that can match the Reapers eventually. I know just go there out of the bat like right away, but something super creepy.
Man, I would love to see what the flood would be like in Mass Effect.
I would take Master Chief and stick him on a Quarian ship. No one would see him. He'd be invisible.
A long time ago, one of my first videos on MassEffectFollower was if you could have a squad mate from another game, who would it be? And Master Chief was one of the highest voted ones.
As a squad mate, I couldn't see him like doing what you told him.
Well, no, but it was like, if you could bring on someone from another game, who would it be? And there was also Isaac Clarke from Dead Space,
That poor
Iron
dude.
Man.
Oh, I think I watched
Who else?
this video.
The guy from Deus Ex.
Yeah.
There's some pretty cool responses. But yes, I would bring the flood to the Mass Effect universe.
So you'd kill everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
Did I get a question?
You monster.
Yeah. Oh, did I not say yours?
I don't think
No.
so.
Oh, BioFan. Given all the likes on the December 29th episode, you end up leaving Caden on Vermeer. Ignoring their sexuality in the game, who do you romance and why?
So it's asking me to pick a second place instead of Caden. God,
Second
okay.
place.
Fine. Okay.
Caden's twin. His name is Joseph.
Caden's twin, Jaden.
Jaden.
Now let me think of an actual one. I mean, Liara's pretty cool. Jack is pretty cool. I would say Liara gets the most screen time, significantly more than anyone else in the entire game. So maybe Liara. Just because it would be cool, because she has literally more screen time than, like, Shepard does. So, Liara. But I like Liara. I don't mind that she has more screen time. Just a fact.
One more question from
Okay.
Scott Jones. And if everyone in the podcast, let's just say Minius, N7Follower, that's me, Mass Effect, BioFan and AbilityDrain, make it easy for... Alright. Play multiplayer together, who would play what species and what role would they play as?
I'd play as anything. I'm not bothered. I just try it all out, see which one I like the
I
best.
liked playing, thinking, because I don't know what they're going to do in the Andromeda multiplayer, but in the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, in terms of the ones that I actually played and really enjoyed, because you have to unlock them and stuff, I really enjoyed the Asari Justicar, just because it was fun putting up the barrier, and then being able to put up that barrier, because that was fun, and then everybody, like, goes into the barrier, and it's really team building, feel like you're working together, so I liked that.
I played as, like, the Turian, I think it was Turian Havoc? I think that's what it was called, but I very much enjoyed that, and the Krogan Warlord.
Mm-hmm.
Just running around with that hammer.
I want to make things explode. So I was hoping one of you guys would choose like a biotic or a tech thing, and then I would make things explode. Or have things explode and let you explode them. There needs to be explosions.
Would you be the biotic god Volus?
Niftuka?
No. I'll just go with the N7 Paladin because his explosions are the coolest.
Okay, cool.
Which we've talked about this a lot. We should play Mass Effect multiplayer
Oh, and
together.
we're going to.
That's all the nerd news today. Remember that every time you like and share this video, a pie jack is saved from the Mako's Deadly Crush. And that's not true if I'm driving, so just you can try as much as you like. Those things are going down. If you have any questions for us, Mass Effect related or otherwise, feel free to read emails and stuff, Andromenerds@gmail.com. This is a great way to end the episode because we read your questions on the air. It's true. Tucker does it.
Yes, I do.
Along with our co-hosts, be sure to follow Andromenerds on Twitter. If you like this podcast and would like to see some more awesome videos, be sure to check out and subscribe to our respective channels. On the
Hold on one
three-
sec. Let me open up
What happened?
the document.
You can just clap, though.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm good.
No, you don't clap now. You clap when I do the thing.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Did you hear that? There you
Oh
go.
boy, that's well. We'll put it together. Okay, let's just start. There is going to be a sound when BioFan has a graphic with information on it, so you can be doing whatever you're doing, and then you'll hear this sound. I hope that better not be the fucking sound. All right, you'll hear.
Damn near shat myself then.
You'll hear this sound. Okay, I really need you to shut the fuck up so you can put the sound in.
Okay.
Okay. Shit,
Okay.
where the fuck are... This is a train wreck. Oh my god. What the fuck? This is by far the worst start we've ever had.
You say that every episode.
No, this one blows it away.
Okay.